Welcome back to our channel. In last week's episode we finished laying all the deck panels.
Här är centrum. Okay. Så när du ska gå in i båten så är det naturligt att du går här. So another 150 kilos of glass. Hopefully the last delivery of glass, but I think I have stopped saying that now with material for the boat. I said that with the last barrel of epoxy, and yeah, we just ordered another one. So the goal for this week will be to start working on the actual cockpit, the top of the coaming, the backrest, the seats, more or less everything besides the sole in the cockpit. And that's because there's a big hatch in there and it's a bit complicated, so I decided to wait with that and begin with the easy part to get some structure up there. And more or less all of these pieces are straight. So it's a lot easier to just cut them with the track saw. And in this case, there won't be a lot of waste by laminating full sheets first and cut them afterwards. Normally, I do it the other way around to save on material. But in this case, it will be a lot faster having them laminated first. And I'm going to try to make more than one sheet in each bag here. So 2 in each. I'm going to do all the prep work today, maybe get one of them done later on today. We'll see how fast it goes with the prep work. The good thing with making full sheets like this is that the prep work is a lot faster because it's more or less just to roll everything out and cut the length.
Since there will be 2 panels in each vacuum bag, Johan cut 8 layers of peel ply, 8 layers of release film, and 6 layers of the breather filt. Again, we're laminating with 3 layers of fiberglass on the top and 2 on the bottom, which means we'll be needing 20 pieces of fiberglass.
The weather is just crazy today. It's pouring down outside and we have gusts up to 50 knots at the moment. So pretty bad weather. The good thing is that this bad weather has brought in some cooler temperatures, so that will give us some extra time today to do this massive lamination job. I did all the prep work yesterday, so we have 36 kilos of glass, all the vacuum bagging material, and I've weighed and measured all the epoxy, 30 kilos of epoxy. So it's going to be a full day of lamination. And Malin is going to help me out because speed is really important now, as always. And we'll do it in 2 sessions, 2 separate vacuum bags with 2 sheets in each.
It is so much more fun to laminate together, and it took us around 2 hours for the first 2 panels. So much condensation in here. We just had lunch and now it's time for round 2. So when that's done, we're gonna have 4 panels laminated, 2 in each vacuum bag.
Yeah, looks good.
No leaks?
No leaks.
I think it's amazing that you can find a video on just about anything on YouTube. Creators from all over the world are sharing unique and interesting content every day. And many of them are able to keep doing what they love thanks to support from their communities on Patreon. We want to give a huge thanks to our patrons. You're the reason we're able to keep making videos. If you enjoy our channel and want to help us keep going, consider joining our Patreon crew.
Another delivery of PT foam, 24 more sheets. So that brings the total number of PT foam sheets up to 75. So that's, what's that? That's 225 square meters in total. It's just crazy. So I say this every time, or at least it feels like that I really hope that this is the last delivery of this. I've ordered some extras so that we have some extra for the actual interior, if we want to use it for that as well. Bed frames maybe, and parts of the galley. But we'll see, we will be using quite a lot of this for the deck house and the roof of the deck house, and of course also for the stern and yeah, the transom and all of that. Yeah, I'm not feeling 100% today. I've caught a bit of a cold, but I will try to do some work anyway. Just work slow today. And yeah, I can't leave this out here. It should be rain today as well, so I just have to bring it inside the barn. And it's quite heavy. I mean, it's 7.5 kilos per sheet. One of these boxes is around 70 kilos. So the plan for today is to glue in the pieces that I cut yesterday. And that's really the outside, the rest of the outside of the combing, the top where we're going to have some of the winches, and the first section of the backrest in the cockpit on both sides. So it should be pretty straightforward to get them in the correct position. I think the main challenge here will be to get symmetry, so that we get them in the exact same position on both sides.
There was so much to measure that Johan finished first by midnight.
Yeah, just like I suspected yesterday, it was a lot of work getting symmetry between these two with all the measurements and angles, just to make sure that everything looks the same on both sides in relation to the rest of the boat. I even had to remove one of the panels because I found out after I had glued it in place that the angles were slightly off from port to starboard on one of the pieces. So that took some extra time to redo that. But now everything is in place. Yeah, it feels great to have the full coaming at that height in place now. And also what's becoming the backrest of the cockpit. And as you can see, they look pretty boxy at the moment, and that's because there's no radius on them on the outside. So that will be something that I will work with next, getting that radius on the full coaming. And my initial plan was to get the seats in place this week as well, but unfortunately there's no time for that because this took a bit longer than I thought. So that will be for next week's episode, the seats, and maybe I will start working on the sole as well in here. So as always, thanks a lot for watching, and we really hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and we hope to see you back here next Friday. Take care. Bye bye.